What's going on? Shalom, shalom, shalom. What's going on? I hope everybody's doing well. Man, we're back once again with a live. I'm definitely excited about it. So, we got amazing conversation and a topic that's going down today. All right.
What's going on? Shalom,
Oh,
shalom, shalom.
you mute myself there. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope everybody's doing well. And once again, I'm definitely excited to be back on live once again. Oh man. Ooh, I hope everybody had a wonderful day. I hope everybody's day was well. Definitely don't forget to like and share the video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button while we are getting prepared for everybody to come in. And thank you for those that have been watching, those that have been sharing. Also, shout out to those that watch after the live. I appreciate the viewership. I thank everybody for tuning in. Definitely thank you all, man. Y'all could be doing anything else. Y'all don't have to tune in. Y'all don't have to tune in later. Y'all don't have to tune in now. Y'all don't have to tune in at all. So I want to thank you and appreciate all of you for your support here at Believers of One Messiah. All right, we're gonna get started here in just a minute, and man, it's definitely gonna be on. We definitely got a hot topic of conversation today about the whites only town. I don't know if y'all heard about the whites only town, but we're gonna talk about and discuss it today. This is definitely gonna be an interesting topic, and I want to see some of your thoughts. I can't hear any of your thoughts, so I can just see some of your thoughts. And we're going to definitely going to soon be having guests on the panel for discussions and things like that. So definitely be prepared and be ready for those that would like to jump on the channel and discuss some of our topics, as well as just make sure you be prepared to come on, show your face, make sure that you have a name we can, a legible name, not a telephone number, okay? All right. So I'm definitely excited about that. Grace, peace, and many blessings to everybody who is tuning in. And I want to do something first here. I want to talk about something really quick that is dear to my heart. If many of you may not know, but I lost my mother on this past April, April of 2025. I lost my mother to breast cancer, and I'm definitely going to be talking about that. But I have it on the screen here. I need definitely everyone's help, much as possible, to like and share. We're trying to raise $200,000 for the Help Save Mom's House After Cancer battle. It's one of those things where I really don't too much understand. I hear this story all the time on how a lot of people have parents who have been diagnosed with cancer and they don't tell anybody. They don't share. It's very rare. And I've had conversations with the doctors during the time my mother had breast cancer. And we didn't know until a month before her passing, in which my mother moved in with my brother. But my mother, during that course of time, as after she received her diagnosis, she didn't tell anybody. She didn't do any of that, but it affected her as far as her income. And my mother had to file bankruptcy and things like that, which I didn't know. We lost our father about 5 years ago. And so my mother didn't really share or tell a lot of things. And we found out a lot of things later on that probably maybe a couple of weeks after her passing, that she had a lot of debt and things like that. And so we're trying to raise money for that to be able to save her home. That she had a lot of memories of a house that I grew up in. And, it takes a lot. I've raised money for a lot of people that has cancer, Coam, Medici, and others. So it's taken a lot. And see, it's been since April that I decided to go public and share and even ask the community for help with this. Any amount is necessary. Any amount is well appreciated. If there's 2,000 people that's willing to give $100, I'm appreciative of that. or if you just decide to want to give from your heart, I'm appreciative of that as well. It's a big goal, but I believe that it can be accomplished. And so I'm coming public to ask for your help in that aspect. Okay. So thank you all. The link is in the community section of my of this YouTube channel. If you want to go there, or you can reach out to me directly at Bishop Brown at boomchurchint.org. If you want to send me an email and want to help in any way financially. I also appreciate sharing the link to the GoFundMe as well to help in that aspect. All right. So thank you all once again and shalom. All right. So let's get into it here. I want to talk about this, have a conversation about what's going on that's been making the news and share my thoughts about it. And I also want to hear some of you guys' thoughts as well, or see some of you guys' thoughts as well. And also continue to keep me and my family in your prayer. This has not been an easy time. We are still grieving our mother. And so this is something that's, again, you lost your dad, but I lost my dad, but losing my mother is definitely something. I lost my dad. He had a instant heart attack. He got up doing his daily activities, and he just had a heart attack and died. And so this is something that my family has been dealing with. So we lost both of our parents, but again, keep me in your prayer, keep my family in your prayer. Thank you all once again. All right. So let's get into this here. Let's look at this white only town situation. All right. I don't know if many of you have been seeing what's going on out here, but there's a lot been going on. And people talking about this has been the subject of conversation. Definitely put a 1 in the chat if you've heard about the whites only town. Drop a 1 in the chat if you heard about this whole situation about the whites only town. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you've heard about it. It's been definitely on the news. It's been talked about. People are talking about this thing, and it's picking up steam within a lot of the community, especially the black community, more so the liberal community, the Democrats, or those that vote Democrat, or those that have some form of black liberation or some form of black movement, or just black people, period. It doesn't matter if you're religious or not. It has been a major issue over the past few days about this. So let's get into it. I want to play this, and we go from there.
Video everywhere of this community in Arkansas that's building a whites-only community. Sky News did an entire nearly half-hour segment on it called Whites Only, and it's got people dropping all kinds of strong opinions on it.
This is how the average weekend works at Return to the Land, or RTTL. A lot of this is reaction to left-wing identity politics, critical race theory, and movements like Black Lives Matter.
What we've done here is establish a place where we have control over who our neighbors are, and that is just for the sake of preserving, our culture.
And that culture, effectively, we're saying this is a white culture, a whites-only place.
White American culture. We're not trying to keep other people down. This is a small settlement in the middle of the Ozarks.
I think people just have a large misunderstanding of what's happening here.
Yeah.
Like, do y'all think this is a problem? If you believe it's a problem, man, drop a 1 in the chat. If you believe it is a problem, drop a 2 in the chat. If you don't believe it's a problem, drop a 2 in the chat. If you believe it's a problem, drop a 1 in the chat, because a lot of people think it's a problem. All right, a lot of people think it's a problem. These folks want to have a white-only community, and they've already established one, and the plan is to move across the country of the United States of America and plan others. Okay, I think the next conversation is being talked about is Missouri. I think that's the next location. KRT, shout out to you. Thank you for dropping a 2 in the chat. A lot of people, man, I'm telling you, they've been tripping, man. They think this is a major problem. And so, I mean, you can go across the country, and there's several people in different states where the community is predominantly white. It's just not broadcast. But there's some places in Alabama, there's some places in Tennessee, there's other places. I mean, I'm just saying that there's a lot of white only communities, just like you can go across America and there's some black only communities that is predominantly black. Okay. I mean, you could go in Atlanta where I'm at, and there's some communities that just straight black people. Okay. So we have to look at this thing and really, and there's nothing wrong with having an opinion about something. All right. There's nothing wrong with having an opinion and voicing an opinion. My question is, do we think there's a problem that's leading to something else? Or do these folks genuinely want to just be by themselves as white folks? As white folks. I know some people that say, hey, listen, I can't live nowhere unless it's in the hood. There's some people that say, I just got to be around the hood. There's some people that just say, look, I just want to go to the club where my people, I want to be wherever my people is. That's some black folks that say that. It's not broadcasted, but if you're around enough people, enough black folks, there's many black folks prefer to be around black people. And then you got some black people that prefer to be around white folks. Some people feel as though being around white people, they feel more secure and more safe. Some black people do. That's just bottom line. That's what it is. Okay? But these folks want to have their own community. And here's the thing. I talked about yesterday when we were looking at the interview of the Maverick City Music situation. And the manager of Maverick City Music, Norm, said, there's infrastructures. Black folks don't know how to maximize on infrastructure anymore or create infrastructure themselves. They would rather spend their money on everything. But white people in the Jewish community, they know how to put their money together to create an infrastructure when other people won't get them no money. These white folks said, we're gonna create our own infrastructure. We ain't asking nobody for nothing. We're going to go and establish our own community and build our own community. And we're not asking nobody for nothing. So we don't owe nobody. That means nobody can control us. Let's let it play.
Yeah.
What's the biggest misunderstanding?
Well,
That we hate everyone else. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
it's not about that.
Why is it wrong to identify with your own people, want an integrated culture where you can be yourself?
After the emergence of this story, the Attorney General of Arkansas slammed the group and opened an investigation. Regardless of how you feel about the situation, the question I ask is there a double standard going on?
It wouldn't be controversial for any other racial group to do the same thing.
Let's go back to Georgia.
It would. Now that right there, I can't agree with, brother. I can't agree with that, Mr. White Man. I can't agree with that, sir. It would be controversial. Look at it. This image right here on the doggone screen. Black families buy land to found Freedom, Georgia. Yo, there are several places in the state of Georgia where you can buy land. They selling whole towns, y'all. They selling whole entire towns for $50,000, $75,000. There's a whole town in Pennsylvania about an hour outside of Pittsburgh. A whole doggone town that they selling for $100,000. A whole town, y'all. You know it's a whole bunch of land out here in other places that's dirt cheap. You can go buy 20 to 30 acres for $50,000 and $60,000, depending on where it is. Black folks can do it too. But here's the problem. When black folks do it, again, this just the facts. Y'all know I ain't playing the race card, nothing like that. I'm just gonna speak. When black folks do it, it's looked at as side eye. And guess what? Let me tell you something. Majority of the people that be against it ain't white folks. Majority of the people that be talking crazy ain't white folk. It's black folk that's talking crazy. Why you want to move out there? Why you got to go do this? Why you got to do that? They want to do that. Why they got to buy all this? Listen, y'all, I'm telling y'all. Now, it is some white people that do have an issue when black folks do certain things too. But at the same time, why is it a problem? If folks want to go live out on a piece of doggone land, if they want to go buy a whole town in the middle of nowhere, what's the problem? I'm just saying, listen, I don't know the motive and the intent of these white folks out there in Arkansas. They're in Arkansas. Now, y'all know it ain't too many places in Arkansas that's predominantly black. It's certain small pockets. But where these folks is at, this is predominantly white folks. They are buying land where mostly white people at anyway. What is the problem? They buying land where mostly white folks are, y'all. They're not buying land in like Little Rock and all these other places with a whole bunch of black folks. No, they are moving as far as where they came from white folks who want to integrate with black people, and from black people who want to doggone live with black people. These folks say we want to get on our own and get away from all this. Let's play it.
2020.
A moment of triumph as black families walk upon nearly 97 acres of land that they're thrilled to now call their own.
They bought what they intend to name Freedom, Georgia, a new black city.
This is where we plan to build a community for us, by us.
There was this desire, this need to be able to affect real change and amass black power.
Their goal? To create a new Black Wall Street, a safe space for people of color to live and thrive.
We really just want to build a tight-knit community for our people to just come and breathe.
And guess what? Let me let y'all in on the secret. These folks who bought this land here in Georgia, this freedom, I know them. I'm really close to one of the brothers who brother owns that land, or a part of the group who owns that land. I know them. I fellowship with them before. Okay? So I'm just telling y'all.
Internet trolls, isn't this segregation? It's not us segregating ourselves. It's just we're building where we can come and be safe. Like Chinatown has these areas, you go up and down Buford Highway, you can't even read some of the signs because it's not in our language, and nobody has a problem. And why is it that when we want to build, we're considered racist or we're segregating ourselves?
When we saw what happened with Ahmaud Arbery and George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and the protests,
we both have black husbands, we both have black sons, and I was starting to get overwhelmed and have a sense of anxiety when my husband would leave the house to go to work.
So watching our people protesting in the streets, while it is important, and I want people to stay out in the streets, bringing attention to the injustices of black people, we needed to create a space and a place where we could be a village again.
And shout out to my cousin, Dr. Kelly Richardson, who has purchased land for his congregation. Purchased land for their congregation to build. I don't understand what the problem is. You know what? I think more black people should be doing the same thing. I think more black people should be looking to purchase land and own land. I think more black people should buy and build. I think we should. I think we should invest more into creating stable communities. Not out of fear. Not out of buying it and getting away from the world because you feel as though it's some prophecy, or you feel as though that America's gonna blow up and all that. No, not that. From the practical perspective of being able to own something to pass down to your kids. Shalom, woke Yosef. Shalom. I believe that. Hey, if you're going to do something, do it. If we hold the value of the most economical people on the face of the planet, if we empower and we invest into everybody else's product but our own, or owning our own, then why can't we invest into doing it ourselves, into owning our own property to pass down to your children? We want to leave something for our kids. You should want to do that. We should not want to just leave debt for them. We should want to leave some form of inheritance to our children. I can amen on that. I don't care what nobody say. You should want to. It's not only scriptural, but it's also practical. You should want to. Now, let's look at this Arkansas thing. All right. Again, it's in the middle of Arkansas, in the mountaintops of Arkansas, where mostly white folks at anyway. Okay? They ain't trying to move in the hood and do all this other. Now that's a whole other conversation about what they're doing in these hoods, especially within the 15-mile radius of these downtowns and the gentrification that's going on, and how they're turning around and how they're increasing the property tax on some of our elders so that our elders can't pay the taxes because they're on fixed incomes, how they're raising up the trash and sewage taxes and all this other stuff on our elders because they have 10 and 15-year plans to gentrify the community, put high-rise and apartment buildings and homes that is going to be starting at $1 million, because at one point in time they lived in the downtowns, then they left the downtown, went into the suburbs because it became more black, and then all of a sudden, when things are popping again in downtown, they want to come back to downtown and take it back. And the only way to do that is because they lowered the value of these homes. Now they're raising it up in order to take it back because they got all these sports and all these other games and all this other stuff going on. We have to make sure that we understand our value and what we bring to the table. We're not just clowns. We're not just people who just rap and do all this other stuff. We have some intelligent people. We have a lot of athletes out here. But at the same time, we have to also understand that it got to start with somebody. And then with that, we also have to understand that with that somebody who's starting it, we have to make sure that there's quality as well, not just quantity, but quality. When we open a black business, we also have to understand that there's a level of quality that comes with opening a black business, because guess what? You already got a strike against you with black people that may not support black business. So therefore, you have to make sure that you are doing things that's going to reach a large group of people while still maintaining the black culture within your business. Again, that's another conversation as well that we have to talk about. But let's get into this. This is Arkansas, okay? And I'm going to show you the most racist town in Arkansas. So again, this is not Little Rock. These folks want to move amongst their own people anyway. So it's not like they leaving where they from amongst black people predominant and moving to a whites only town. No, they're just calling it whites only town because the only people that's going to live in that specific plot of land is white folks.
Y'all know where I'm at. We back right now in Harrison, Arkansas, America's most racist town. And guess what? I'm not here by myself. I got my dog with me right here.
We got America's most racist. yeah.
We out here right
out here in white man country. I've been able to come all my life.
We out here right now, Harrison, Arkansas. Let's go meet America's most racist man.
And y'all heard Kanye say white lives matter. White people lives matter too, especially white school teachers. Yeah.
Hey, let's get it, y'all. Y'all booty fish, y'all
Make America great again.
Tell it over again, tell it over again. Tell it over again, tell it over again. Tell it over again, tell it over again. I need a new chain, I'm telling it over again. I need a new
time.
Do you think this is a sundown town?
Yep. There is actually a liquor store called Sundowners.
Where at? In Harrison?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I'm going there next.
Yeah. We out here in Harrison County, Texas.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
We at the liquor store.
I'm sorry.
That's what he said. He said Texas.
I sure did. You sure right, ma'am. I said Texas.
What's your favorite liquor? Why you signing that? What are you talking about? I was thinking about you when I really put this hoodie on. Bro, I'm trying to buy something for my friend. You know Tom Bowie? He always smokes something. I don't know what it is.
I have no idea.
So what's the significance of your Confederacy?
It's heritage, not hate. A lot of black people part of the Confederate Army as well.
If you could be any race other than black, what race would you be?
White. They're the superior race on earth.
So why you feel like white people are?
Show me a black man's army. Show me a black man's navy. Show me a black man's marine. Show me a black man's Navy SEAL. Show me a black man, a Mexican man, an Italian man that done conquered the world like the white man.
So why is that?
Now, you know, I understand that these guys are content creators, right? But why would you want to go to an all-white town that you already know that is flooded and entrenched with the ideology of white superiority? Like, why? Why would you want to do that? What is the whole point of doing that, y'all? I'm just saying. And then you take Charleston White with you. That's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother conversation. So again, this is Harrison, Arkansas. Again, I'm already showing you from the get-go, based off this whole whites only town. There are not that many black people in Harrison, Arkansas. There's some, but not that many. So if you start going to other parts of Arkansas, further away from Little Rock, and you start getting into Missouri and all these other places. Listen, I've been to Cape Girardeau, Missouri, and it ain't St. Louis. It ain't St. Louis. If you have never been to Cape Girardeau, Missouri, you don't really know and understand. We talking about Confederate flags flying. You think Georgia and all these other places got some Confederate flag. No. In Texas, no. You go to Cape Girardeau, Missouri, and you're going to find out that the sport there is Bronco riding. I'm just saying, y'all. Most people that you find in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, they only go to the college. They ain't from there.
Is that the basis of what is superior and what's not superior?
Whoever conquers who, that's who's superior. The inferior people are conquered, not the superior.
What's your stance on like racism?
I think racism.
I don't agree with that. How? What do you mean the inferior people are this? Okay, let me just play the video. Okay. You don't have to be inferior to be conquered. You don't have to be. You don't have to lack intelligence, and you don't have to be inferior to be conquered. People lose wars. It doesn't necessarily mean that they were less inferior. No. But anyway, let's go.
It's normal. Every race is a racist. Yeah, nothing wrong with racism. Red birds and bluebirds don't fly together. Lizards and alligators don't eat together.
I seen online, you were saying your kids have good hair.
Yeah, black and Mexican.
I think I have some clean dreads. You think this shit cool or not?
That's not good hair.
We in the most racist town right now. How do you feel being here? Like, do you feel like a racist energy, or you feel like, oh shit, I'm at home for it?
It feels like a normal place in America. It feels like anywhere else in America. Yeah, where they got white people. Look like everybody know their place around here. Everybody mind their business.
Do you feel more at home here, or like inside of Nigeria?
Nigerians are ugly. I ain't never seen a handsome Nigerian or a pretty Nigerian woman.
This is Thames. She one of the most famous singers right now.
You'll pass.
Damn.
I like light-skinned girls, really. Sorry. Oh, head too big. Yeah, give me a Kardashian. Fuck a Nigerian, nigga.
This is Arya Starr. She a famous Nigerian artist.
Yeah. She might get it.
Would you ever move there?
Abakan Jones. Shalom, brother. What's going on with you, man? Grace, peace, and many blessings.
Don't even visit Africa. They don't have no Chick-fil-A's out there.
Smash or pass?
Okay.
First one we got Sexy Red.
Pass. She just had an STD according to her baby daddy.
You never caught one?
Oh, I ain't had now recently.
It's incredible.
You want me to look at a cartoon character and say, I'll fuck a cartoon?
You like KKK?
Oh, yeah. They just like the Crips and the Bloods.
Okay.
And the BDs and the GDs.
This guy that we about to speak to, he's like trying to keep it a thing.
He's just a normal man.
But overall, you like the KKK?
Truth and honestly, I don't know they exist. To like them or not like them. As black people.
What do you mean?
They've never existed to us. We've never seen the KKK.
But they was people.
When? Not in my lifetime. We've never heard the KKK burn nothing, no buildings, no churches, no nothing. And I was born in 1977.
Just because it wasn't there or happened before you were born doesn't mean that it didn't happen.
It's just like dinosaurs. Dinosaurs once walked the earth, but we've never seen a dinosaur. They say they're the KKK, but nigga, they don't exist to us.
We literally about to go talk to him right now.
They just like the old Trump in front of the store. They don't exist in front of the store. They don't exist nowhere else. So if you didn't come here, nigga, they don't exist.
Because it's not legal to just people no more.
The Ku Klux Klan ain't black people since the 30s and the 20s. The Ku Klux Klan wasn't niggas in the 60s. They weren't niggas in the 50s. The Ku Klux Klan was defeated almost in the 1900s. So for them, the presence don't mean nothing.
So like they technically like false claiming for us.
When the last time you seen a Girl Scout or a Boy Scout? That's what I'm talking about. The Ku Klux Klan don't exist to themselves. They don't exist to black America.
Okay, how would you feel if the vice leader of the KKK moved next door to you?
I would love it. What's the difference between him and a Delta sorority, Kappa sorority? There's no difference.
But the purpose behind it?
The purpose behind the Ku Klux Klan is what?
Separation was their purpose.
They did that 100 years ago. They hadn't done that in almost 60 to 70 years. What's wrong with wanting to separate? Black Lives Matter separate. If Black Lives Matter was violent, Black Lives Matter wasn't accepting of everybody. They didn't accept black police officers. Black Lives Matter. I seen them violently tearing up shit like the Ku Klux Klan did.
If you was there back then when they was doing the burning, there's no amount of money that they could make you go and join them.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
As you can tell,
I was not created by GoDaddy
commercial.
It uses AI.
Would you get "I hate blacks" tattooed on your arm for $1 million?
Of course. I would do it for $100,000.
All right, y'all, approaching right now. I kind of wanted to blend in a little bit more. I thought I was blending it with this, but I'm gonna be honest. I look like a YN who just loves white women. I'm about to change it to something a little bit more Zinc appropriate. It's like a real ass nigga, right? We got the biggest Trump jersey you ever seen. And we got the realest nigga you ever seen inside this bitch. It's Young Pooty Pig. This is the train tracks right here.
Zinc, Arkansas. Y'all thought Harrison was racist?
Inside this bitch. It's Young Pooty Pig. This is the
Y'all thought Harrison was racist? Y'all thought Harrison, Arkansas was racist. Zinc is the epitome of racism. And these two brothers are going to Zinc. Why? Why? Now, let me say this. Charleston White, one thing about me, I respect people who are outright and honest about their issues and racism. If you don't like me, cool. If you're openly and bluntly, you don't like me, I can respect that. If you openly don't like black people, I can respect it. I don't have respect for people who pretend to like me and no, they don't. So at the end of the day, I can respect somebody that's racist. I can also respect Charleston White perspective because he tells you what it is. Sometimes you get jewels out of what Charleston White said, and other times you be left with scratching your head sometimes. But that's what you get with Charleston White. So, some things you can agree with, other things you can't.
train tracks right here. Railroad back and all the way by Nigga got fire trucks now? Wait, hold up. This nigga got an upgrade. Before we continue with this video, y'all, this video is sponsored by Prize Picks. If y'all love to make daily sports picks like me, make sure y'all download the Prize Picks app. Right now, I got a 100% deposit bonus code for y'all up to $100. It's literally easy. Just get your phone out, type in promo code Pooty, and they'll match your deposit up to $100. So if you put in $100, now you have $200, or if you put in $20, then you have $40. Instead of doing entries on teams, you do it on an individual player. So the team could lose, but you can still win money on that player. Take advantage of my promo code, use code Pooty, and make sure you download the Prize Pick app. Now let's get back on the rest of the video. It's Young Pooty Pig. My good friend, how are you? Damn, the rain finally stopped soon as I'm here. This is like a movie. It's been a while.
You might want to give me a little space. I have the play.
You got the flu. Tom, this is Charleston. Charleston, this is Tom.
What's up, Tom?
How's it going, brother?
I guess.
I wanted to bring him here because though y'all different, I feel like y'all might have some similar perspectives, some similar point of views. You good, healthy?
Yo, listen. Listen. Listen, y'all. I want y'all to hear me and hear me well when I say what I'm about to say. Again, I can respect someone who's openly racist. This dude here, man, this dude is funny. The stuff that he be saying is actually comedic. You know, sometimes you got to find a silver lining in things. This dude is a open racist, outright. Ain't no ambiguity, ain't nothing. You know up front where he at. But this dude is funny. Okay? I'm just wondering, if you hear me laugh a couple times, this dude is funny.
What the fuck? You're associated with the KKK.
You would be surprised at he thinks I'm associated with.
Charleston damn near would join this shit if he could for it. Looking for like land.
I don't have a problem with the KKK. I don't have a problem with nobody fighting for what they believe in.
What if it's Black Lives Matter?
It's headed by 3 lesbian bitches.
Listen. Again, Charleston White. Listen, Charleston White in this position that he's in right now, with standing with an open racist, because Charleston White has some things, he has some beliefs that he agreed with some of these racist white people. So you know he gonna be on 10 when he get around them. He ain't dialing it down. He gonna be on 10 when he get around them. All right, now watch the video.
Yeah, I'm not joining them with 3 days. Especially stood.
Pretty much, they're mentally disturbed.
Yeah.
So I heard they had took the money and the leader had bought a house.
A predominantly white
community.
The well-to-do community.
So did Obama. So, and you'll never see Trump move into the hood. If he wants to move somewhere, it's in a Jewish hood where he has a banker next door.
All black people with good sense move to white neighborhoods.
He actually ran for president.
2016.
2016. Is that something you would ever do, Charleston?
I like to buy
That don't preclude anymore.
So wait, when did you like the Bible?
All men like to buy pussy. I like hoes.
Okay.
Hoes that sell pussy.
All right.
Exclude the dates. Bypass the dates. Exchange not sex.
Now, another thing I want y'all to understand too, that this dude here, the racist dude, Tom, that's with him, he don't like Trump either. You know, I know there's this notion that all white people like Trump. He don't like Trump. He tell you straight up, he don't like Trump. He's against Trump. He ain't voting for Trump. He didn't vote for Trump at all.
Have you ever paid back in the day?
No.
Okay. You interested?
No.
Okay. You'll never run for president.
You give up all your privacy.
What?
Yeah, you like to get high, you can't sneak and get high.
Put all your dirty laundry out there, and they got nothing on you. Look at Bill Clinton. What he meant in the courtroom is, no, I'm not getting a job right now. If we just carry past it. They want to see if the shit sticks, and if you don't care, it don't matter.
Right. If you be president, they can't later discover he's a racist. It's like,
excuse the language, y'all, as well. Excuse the language.
do you not have internet? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of since our video dropped. Everybody like you. You damn near black in a way.
You mean I got to commit a felony now?
Bro.
What do you want? Do you want me to pretend to be your buddy in person and call you the N-word as soon as you leave the room? You really want to see a bunch of white people armed with M16s going insane at once?
Black people got the guns too, though.
Black people don't know how to train it. Most black people don't know how to break down a gun, don't go to the gun range, don't do no training, don't own no bullets, don't even know anything about guns. All they know how to just do is shoot a gun.
But you talking about the black teens.
I'm talking about all black people.
So you think even
the
people
average black person in America do not own a legal firearm?
Now, Charleston, you're going a little too far. There's some black people out here, man, that is tactically trained. What was the name of that group a couple of years ago? I think it was the NFC or something like that. I forgot what it was. The dude that got arrested, they had a whole black militia. They went down there to the Ahmaud Arbery situation down in Brunswick, Georgia. They was going to make a citizen's arrest. They had ARs and all kind of stuff down there, man. It was a whole black movement. And these brothers is trained. We talking about former military dude, former special forces. These dudes are trained. So I don't know what Charleston talking about on that. There's some dudes that will put something on you, man. They'll put something on you. So I don't know what Charleston talking about on that.
Average black person do not know how to break down a gun, let alone how to clean a gun, let alone how to make bullets, how to make bombs. The average black person do not go to the gun facilities and train how to shoot.
So you think
Charleston just said, didn't we just have a situation, and we're going to talk about that this week. One of the situations, y'all, where this black dude who was, I think, allegedly targeting the NFL offices in New York City. Didn't we have the DC sniper a few years ago? What Charles is talking about? These folks don't know how to, all black people don't know how to clean guns, don't know how to make bullets. What are we talking about? What are we talking about here, Charleston? Now, if you talk about some boy in the hood that just run around and he buy a pistol, he sell dope, his pants hanging down to his butt and all that. Yeah, they shooting with the gun with the handle to the side like this and run. Okay, I get it. But there's some black people that are out here that will put something on your behind, and they are tactically trained and they are skilled at that gunplay.
Think if there was another civil war,
black people be wiped off the earth.
White. Oh my gosh!
I came down the road from Maryland with those on the truck. that caused quite a stir when I made the wrong turn through Menfrica.
Oh, and tell Charleston, what is Menfrica?
He called Memphis Menfrica. Yo, man. Listen, it's shocking when you know somebody that's a closet racist that say that and it slip out. You get mad. But when somebody is just openly racist, you already done. What can you expect? Like what do you do? What else? What can you expect by somebody that's openly racist to call Memphis Menfrica? Like, what you do? You can't do nothing with that. He's already told you what he is and what he believes. I mean, come on.
Memphis in Africa, Menfrica. The locals know it is that.
For Drake and Kendrick watching right now, who y'all think won the Drake versus Kendrick beef?
It wasn't a real beef or a competition. I don't see rapping as a sport. I think.
Oh, that was in the Olympics.
No.
I didn't listen to neither one of them. I don't entertain bullshit.
So you never heard They Not Like Us?
No. I turn that motherfucker every time it come on.
I do have a gift for you though. Could you guess what the logo is?
Patton. Right man.
Listen, man. Yo, man, listen. Yo, listen, man. I'm just saying, y'all. I told y'all, man, this dude, listen, man. He asked him about the doggone shirt with the doggone logo. And the first thing he says is, it's cotton. Yo, I'm just saying, man. You can't listen, man. You can't even swing on this dude. You can't even find a way to get mad at him because he already laid out up front what his perspective is. And it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. Let's go back to the footage.
Cotton. Black men, white men belong together. Don't let them separate us. We offered you honest work. Black man, come home. Cotton fields are waiting. We always get accused of putting y'all to work in a cotton plantation. All my family ever owned was hogs, not cotton. Then again, my wife picked cotton as a child too, so.
She used to be black?
No.
Massa told her to go outside, or?
No.
Would you consider Zinc a sundown town?
Imagine me in Harlem after sundown.
Nah, that
was
be
my chance. It's their hood.
Everybody.
Yo, listen. He said he asked, was Zinc a sundown town, meaning that black people had to get out. And his analogy in comparison to Zinc is him being a white man in Harlem. Now, when the sun go to now y'all as black people, if you ain't never been to Harlem, but you probably heard about Harlem, in your imagination of thinking about what he said, he got a point. It's almost like a white man in Compton after the sun go down. It's a no-brainer. To ask me if Zinc is a sundown town, but instead of just saying yes, I give you an analogy. Imagine a white man in Harlem when the sun go down. I'm just saying.
Everybody knows when the lion and the gazelle see each other, there's certain responses. Everybody knows if you go to an all-white town at a certain point, you might be in trouble as a black guy. You go to an all-black town as a white guy, you're gonna get into a little trouble. That's just nature. So why is that so surprising to everybody? You got black people that's high yellow, Pocahontas brown, light brown. You even got albino black people. Then you got jet black. Those are black. I'm not black. America is the only place where you have to be black or white.
Wait, so the KKK doesn't have an annual church service that they go to where it's just white people?
Yeah, they have a Sunday church service.
Now, what if he wanted to go there?
No, they wouldn't let him. Why can't white people have anything?
I know you're not a big Trump fan, but by the way, I be doing this so I don't get shot when I come through Harrison. Like, I don't look like I'm a local.
I hope if they go shooting at you, they don't miss and hit me.
And I think I blend in good. Like, nobody could tell that I'm not from Zinc. You know what I mean? So, like,
damn. Where did you get your from?
If you could be any race other than white, what race would you be?
I ain't coming back if I have to be reincarnated. No. I'm gonna be raising hell.
So you wouldn't come back as like Middle Eastern?
No. The Arabs used to cut their nuts off so they didn't reproduce. Ain't no painkillers.
Why'd you say kill us like that? Are you turning black?
I hope not. Well, yeah, I was aware of genuine cotton now.
So there's no way. And I know this rock is a lot bigger than the rock that I picked up, but 100% no way you like me more than this rock.
Rock Rocks is a superior rock around here. One major problems I have is with white anti-white. There's nothing fucking dumber from my point of view.
What's your thoughts on black anti-blacks?
I don't know if they exist.
The Uncle Toms or whatever. I know you've been called one before.
Most uneducated black people think Uncle Tom is a disparaging, disgraceful term. Uncle Tom used to help black people.
So you consider yourself Uncle Tom?
Yeah.
Have any of y'all ever wanted to join a gang?
Not particularly. For me, I guess it would be called the Mafia, but
oh my God.
Take a body down to the creek tonight.
Name a city in Africa.
Johannesburg. There ain't a lot of white people there. And they're on side watch. They're on genocide watch, actually.
Bro, what the fuck? Name a city inside of Nigeria.
Niger.
You love Africans, you love black people, so I brought you something. Hold this. So we have a Nigerian fufu and a goose.
Oh, God. Foofy, this sounds foofy. Nigerian? Oh, hell no. Talk about roadkill. Grease ain't even a side dish. It's the main ingredient.
It's been a little cold. I brought it all the way from LA, and I kept it warm.
That's damn near pure axle grease.
We're going to do a smash or pass. You know what that means?
I think so.
Wait he had an African dish that had a lot of grease, and he called it axle. Yo, man.
I probably wouldn't fuck anything you're showing.
So first person, her name is Sexy Red.
Pass at 150 miles an hour. Is there anything you won't screw it? You consider that sexy?
Next we have Glorilla.
No, I ain't touching that neither.
Why?
Looks like too much like you described. Gorilla.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's not what you said. I'm sorry.
If Michelle Obama ran, why would you vote for her?
Elections is over. We got the orange now. We don't need nobody else.
Whoa. You really hate Trump? Do you hate Trump more than Kamala Harris?
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's just a white traitor. I hate traitors first. He's selling out the country to anybody.
Meaning?
He's going to send Americans to die for real. Let them fight their own fucking war to steal the country.
Are you Jewish?
No, hell no. Name a country they haven't been kicked out of.
Who?
Jews.
I don't know.
That's it. No one knows a country they haven't been kicked out of again and again and again. Don't want them in my country. It would be nice if they could build their own. They will get on social media and say, my fellow white people, we have to atone for racism. And then when it comes time for the bill to be paid, I'm not
Shalom, Sister Regina. Shalom. Yo, let me run this back, man. Yo, he's talking about the Jewish people, man.
I don't fucking want to steal a country.
Are you Jewish?
No, hell no. Damn a country they haven't been kicked out of.
Who?
Jews.
I don't know.
That's it. No one knows a country they haven't been kicked out of again and again and again. Don't want them in my country. It would be nice if they could build their own. They will get on social media and say, my fellow white people, we have to atone for racism. And then when it comes time for the bill to be paid, I'm not white, I'm Jewish. Every single time. They need their own Jewish state as far away from mine as possible.
Okay, so that goes back to it. Would you rather?
Yo, I just posted a video on this channel that shows an interview with some Jewish professors, and they talked about how they have white privileges. All right, they have white privileges, but when it's time to separate from white people, they gladly do it and identify as Jewish. But when it comes down to the perks of being a white person, they accept it and they receive it. That's what they said. Pookie Ali, aka Ray Shaheed. What's going on, brother? Blessings to you as well. I legally own firearms and highly trained with them as well. Absolutely, Pookie. That's what I'm saying. I don't know where that come from. What Charleston White talking about right there. All right, Woke Yosef says a white man on Rose Cranes and Bullies. All right. He says Charleston, Uncle Ruckus, the industry plant white. All right, let's keep moving.
Rather somebody black or Jewish move next to you?
Would you rather have someone pluck out your right eye or your left eye?
Is that Bones?
Huh?
You sure Gideon not in there?
Huh? He invited me along to mock Mayor Jackson.
You don't like the mayor of the city.
He apologized all the time, does a whole bunch of anti-white bullshit.
You want him to stand on it.
He could apologize for the racist past. What he's apologizing for? Men that are better than that piece of shit will ever be.
You're not even
and
fucking
I
around.
would put a foot in his ass if he said that to my face. His police department ain't big enough to kick that foot out of his ass. I hate a white anti-white.
Is there a mayor who you do like that you would move to that town?
Yeah, but I won't mention his name.
You could just say Atlanta, Georgia. We know it.
No.
Okay.
Believe it or not, there's some nice white fellas out there that...
Stone Mountain had the KKK. I grew up not too far from there. You know Stone Mountain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good old mountain, huh?
Yeah, nice and hard rock.
So you heard about Stone Mountain with the KKK, right?
Yeah, that's who sent me the jacket after Trump won it.
Oh, shit. I saw your jacket.
The KKK sent me the jacket from Stone Mountain, Georgia.
I didn't even peep the jacket. So what is your thoughts on the KKK? How you doing, friend?
Much needed group in America.
You said needed, though. Why you think it's needed?
They need group for white men to join. Charleston White, how you doing, ma'am?
Hello.
Pleasure to meet you.
Glad to meet you.
Yes, ma'am.
I never got a handshake.
Don't give him nothing.
What do you mean don't give him nothing?
Y'all heard what Tom said, man. Yo, did you hear what he told his wife about Charleston White? It didn't matter. All that stuff Charleston White was saying, it didn't matter about how Charleston White was talking about black people. It didn't matter about any of that. None of that stuff mattered, what Charleston White was saying. When it came time to his wife shaking his hand, he said, don't do that. At the end of the day, you can stand on that side and you can talk against all you want, but there's a line that's drawn. All right? Let's run it back. Let's run it back.
You not cold?
Oh, you sick too?
No.
Oh, fuck.
After Trump won it.
Oh, shit. I saw your jacket.
The KKK sent me the jacket from Stone Mountain, Georgia.
I didn't even peep the jacket. So what is your thoughts on the KKK? How you doing, friend?
Much needed group in America.
You said needed, though. Why you think it's needed?
They need group for white men to join. Charleston White, how you doing, ma'am?
Hello.
Pleasure to meet you.
Glad to meet you.
Yes, ma'am.
I never got a handshake.
Don't give him nothing.
What do you mean don't give him nothing?
You not cold?
Oh, you sick too?
No.
Oh, fuck. Damn. You was over here dancing and shaking hands with the white folk. He was saying there's a possibility maybe next summer y'all plan on moving to the south side of Atlanta.
South side of where? Where the fuck did you get there?
You don't like south side? That's that racism call. The last time I was here, you taught me how to pull a beautiful white woman. So I thought I could use the tips that you taught me.
Did y'all catch what he said? He said he had that racism cough. Hey, man, I'm just trying to say, y'all. Oh, man, yo. Man, yo. Oh, man, that was funny. That was funny right there.
South side of where? Where the fuck did you get there?
You don't like south side? That's that racism call. The last time I was here, you taught me how to pull a beautiful white woman. So I thought I could use the tips that you taught me, and this is what I came up with the fit. Now, do you think any nice, beautiful zinc ladies will want me?
I still think his best chance is chloroform.
Is that something that you when you...
No, but it will knock you out.
They give it to you when you have an operation.
In the old days.
You don't have
They
any...
still give it to you.
Well, y'all know, the Powerpuff Girls parents, like, what the fuck?
I do know what a hillbilly is.
Hillbilly.
And I am proud to be one. A hillbilly is someone that don't take shit from nobody.
What do you think is a black version of a hillbilly?
You don't have one.
Black people take shit from everybody.
Elaborate.
That's right.
I don't have to elaborate. I just say, nigga, black people take shit from everybody. Don't black people in America wake up every day in America complain about it?
Every race got that, though.
You don't never hear the Asians complain. You don't hear hillbillies complain.
What's the difference between a redneck and a hillbilly?
Well, a redneck is the same. They jump in. They don't think about their families. They think about, I'm going to beat the hell out of someone today. I'm going to kill them today.
So I think the black version of a redneck, we got something called YNs. You know what YNs is?
Young niggas take shit from shit.
When I'm in the bank, count up with 20 tonight to drop.
Why you do that?
All right, y'all. Yo, man. So I just really wanted to show that was a little comedic towards the end with this Charleston White video, but I also wanted to show that this part of Arkansas with these whites only, it's not as though they're moving from a suburban community. Now, there probably will be some white people that live in certain parts of the suburbs or that have moved outside of the suburbs and moved to different parts of Georgia and different other parts as well that probably would move to a place like that part of Arkansas. But again, it's not as though that they're moving from somewhere like Little Rock and all these other places like that. Now, there may be some that will, but it creates an avenue and an opportunity for them to have their own town, to govern their own selves, and to establish something. Again, I don't think that's an issue. I also think that black people, we should do those type of things as well. If we have a group of people that trust one another to do it, it's done. People do it all the time. It's not something that I don't have an issue. Hey, if you are racist, you don't like black people, or you don't like non-pro white people, hey, you want to move somewhere in a secluded area? Hey, go right ahead. But I don't think we should put our pants, boxers or briefs in a knot all about it because they decide to do that. People have done that all the time, and that's what they want to do. Let them go ahead. All right. But I think that we should be leaving an inheritance for our children. According to the Bible, it tells us that, listen, if we don't leave an inheritance to our children, we're like infidels. And I think, again, as black people and Hispanic people or anybody should leave especially if you believe in the Bible, that you should leave an inheritance for your children. All right. Just because we don't want to do what we've always done, and that's leave debt to our children. And now we have generations trying to dig out of that hole, and we leave it to our children. Now their children are going to be left with debt, and their children are going to be left with debt. I think it can be a fix if we humble ourselves and also not look to ball for the present, but also think about the future. And that's what's going on. Oftentimes we look to ball for the present. And I end this on this. I want to say this. I oftentimes see people when I'm traveling, especially if I'm driving up and down the coast or driving down to Florida and different places like that. And I've seen people that drive all the way from Maryland and they're in Florida. And sometimes at one point in time, and sometime after the appointed time, that I maybe pulled into a gas station and saw somebody that went in their 60s, and I asked them a question, okay? All right, and I asked them a question, and I said, hey, listen, I see you're from Maryland, you're from Maine, and you're in Florida. And this is during the week. This may be a Friday or a Thursday, and I'm saying, hey, what are you on vacation? They say, yes, I'm on vacation. Okay, so you're being on vacation. How long are you on vacation? And again, most will say, hey, I'm retired. I'm not in a rush to go back to Maine. And I asked the question, I said, okay, for your first 30 years, you're in your 60s, what did you do? I worked. I saved my money. I paid off my debt. I paid for my children to go to college. And after I did all of that working, when I hit 60, I retired. And now, with the money that I've saved, I'm vacationing. I worked hard my first 30 years, and now my last 30 years, I don't want to work for anybody. Now, think about that. We spend most of our time, many of us, working the first 40 years, or maybe the first from our 20s to our 60s, 40 years of working, and we still don't have anything or have any money or finances to retire. If we do retire, we end up going and working at Walmart or some other job. We spend most of our time trying to have an American dream that does not and is not conducive to really what the dream is. We were taught that the American dream is to have a house, a picket fence, a dog, and a family. When truly the dream is to have a paid for house, a dog, and a family. But we can't even get over the hurdle to even have insurance, let alone start talking about 401ks and savings and paying off debt and all these other things. I think we have to go back to the drawing board. This is something that even our people, our ancestors who came to this country during the time you had Black Wall Street and all these other successful cities and towns that were dominated by Black people. Yes, we can find where they were burnt down, but I don't want to talk about the part of being burnt down. I want to talk about the production of what they did and how the dollar would circulate 30 times before it even left our community. I think we can't rely and lean on many of the excuses that we've been making. I think we have to truthfully, while we trust and believe in Yah, we still truthfully have to make sure that we leave an inheritance. We have to leave something, because guess what? A prophecy that you're waiting on, what if the prophecy outlives you? You've been waiting 50 years for a prophecy to come to pass, and when you finally die, you leave your children with nothing. When while you're waiting on a prophetic word, you can also do as the scripture says, make sure that your children are not left with debt. Now you talk about a dream, it's nothing greater than knowing that if I pass tomorrow, that I have a policy that'll pay off my house. That way my wife and my children don't have to worry about anything. It's nothing greater than knowing that I have different accounts with beneficiaries that my children and my family gonna be straight. It's nothing greater than knowing that my wife has the same thing, that if she passed before me, that the house is paid for and the kids are straight. This is where we need to go. This is what we need to be thinking of in 2025. If you don't have an insurance policy, you need to be thinking about that. What you're going to leave your children. Again, we can talk about all this other stuff that's going on with these sundown towns and all this other stuff going on. It is true. If people want to move, move. But at the end of the day, you should have some form of property or something that you can leave to your children. Blessings to you all. I love you all with the love of Mashiach. I thank you all for tuning in on tonight. Stay tuned. On tomorrow, we will be talking about the shooting that took place in New York City. All right? Grace, peace, and many blessings. Don't forget to check my community tab if you would like to help give towards saving my mother's house after her battle with breast cancer. And I lost her. She passed away April of 2025 of this year. If you'd like to be a blessing and giving towards that, I greatly appreciate it. Just check my community post. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. And when you do subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell to be alerted when I go live and when I post videos. Look forward to even in the future We'll be having those that could join the panel to also discuss some of these topics with me, as well as some teachings that we will be doing scripturally, as well as talking about the latest news. All right. I thank you all once again for your support. I thank you for your time, because you could be doing anything versus tuning in and listening to me. All right. Grace, peace, and many blessings. Don't forget to check out our website if you're looking for a place to fellowship on Shabbat. Our website is www.boomchurchint.org. Shalom, 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 grace, peace, and many blessings.